One breath, sing like you got one breath left. Live like you got one breath left. Bang it in your chest, bang it in your chest, bang it in your chest. Fiction 20 Down, the meaning behind the name is it was actually one of the first songs I ever wrote before the band was a thought in my head. And it's all about your worst fears becoming fiction 20 years down the line. It's just about kind of conquering those fears so you don't look back at your life 20 years down the line and have some regrets. Remove yourself from my past. Truth is the way I'ma rise up right up past you. Yes, sir, I started the band originally as an acoustic duo, just playing with one of my buddies who played a lot of acoustic guitar. I was running the studio. And it kind of just took off, you know. The more I got into it, the more I learned that I just wanted to be on the other side of the glass, you know, more so than in the studio recording other bands. One breath left, bang it in your chest, bang it in your chest, bang it in your chest.
Band started with Jordan Lally, and he found me through another band, and he told me that they were looking for bass players that were interested in trying out and, you know, wanted to do some touring and stuff. So naturally, I was like, oh, this sounds good, you know, and checked out the music and really enjoyed it. And, you know, from there we started looking for a drummer and a lead guitarist that could, you know, go after the same things we want.
Fiction 20 Down, or F20D, already existed, you know, before I came along. It was Jordan and DJ, and actually their lead guitarist, Justin, was a friend of mine from high school. And shortly after he joined the band, he kind of told me that they weren't happy with their current drummer or whatever. They might be looking for a new one. So yeah, I auditioned, and that was about 6 years ago. And they decided to bring me on.
I was living in Chicago for work, and they followed me on Twitter, or we connected on social media somehow, and I checked out the music, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I'll say what's up. I was playing in a band at the time in Chicago as well, so I hit him up to say, you know, if you're ever in Chicago, let's team up, let's do a show together. And then a couple months down the road, that band started to break apart a little bit, and I saw Fiction 20 Down was looking for a guitarist, so I hit Jordan up and just introduced myself. You know, really realistically didn't think that it would ever work. I just figured, you know, why not say hi, introduce myself. So sure enough, I fly to Baltimore, audition, do a show. We shot a music video for Victorious, and here I am today.
Sound is very much fun. I mean, that's really dumbing it down, but it's just a fun kind of, there's groove to everything we do. It pulls from hip-hop, reggae, rock.
If I had to describe our sound, I'd say, you know, the easiest way would be reggae, rock, hip-hop, because we do add all those genres, I think, in a lot of our songs. But we also have kind of a blues and a funk element to some of our songs, as well as a pop feel.
Typically, the songwriting process begins with me and my acoustic guitar. I'll sketch out a song, melody, lyrics, just the backing chord structure. I'll bring it into the studio. I'll just throw that down on my iPhone, and then I'll play for the guys, and we'll just jam on it for a little while. And more often than not, it honestly takes about, I'd say, 15-20 minutes for those guys to chime in and have a basic kind of vibe of the song.
We really don't have much struggle putting together our songs. lately with some of the new songs, I've written certain parts of. So if I'm home jamming or practicing by myself and I think I got something good that could work with Fiction 20 Down, I'll send Jordan like a voice note or something on my iPhone. It's been more collaborative lately between all of us.
Sometimes we do create songs with, like, you know, a beat that I might create, or, you know, Wes will come in with a guitar riff and we'll just go from that. But typically it's Jordan with his acoustic. You know, he writes it at home and brings it to us in practice, and we just, you know, add our elements to it, and it becomes a song.
Sometimes he'll send me the song in advance, and I'll kind of noodle a bass line over it and kind of get a foundation of the groove, and then we'll just jam it. Either way, we end up jamming it, and it comes out good.
Yes, sir, I'm a suburban gangster. I will love breaking and politely asking. Can't even with yourself from my past. Keep using the way I'll rise up right up fast. Yes, sir, I'm a suburban gangster. I got more hustle than the latest rap star. They got like Mr. Marshall.
Oh, the new sound. The sound of the new songs we're working on is, I think it's has a little bit more edge to it than our Where's the Levity LP and our Do Not Feed the Radio EP. It's still got the same groove, but it's got just more edge in general. I think that sums it up. It's the same F20D you've come to know and love, but just with a little bit more edge to it, lyrically and in the music.
Jordan's one of my best friends, so it's really easy to get along with him. He brings a lot to the table, whether it's producing, whether it's mixing, whether it's, you know, songwriting, singing, playing the synth. I mean, he's a jack of all trades.
DJ is just, first and foremost, he's a phenomenal bass player. When I met DJ, he was playing guitar. He was playing a little bit of bass for another band, but he was primarily a guitar player. And he is by far my favorite bass player, and I know I'm biased, but he's just become a phenomenal bass player. I describe the Fiction 20 Down sound often as groove. It's all about groove, and DJ is the backbone of that groove.
Dre's a freak of an animal in the sense that he can rap and sing and play drums at the same time, and don't know too many people that can do that. So musically, that's what he's known for. That's kind of something that people recognize Fiction 20 Down. Oh, they have a drummer that can sing and rap too. So it always goes well live.
Wes, as the lead guitar player, is just a workhorse. He's like the ultimate teammate. You know, he knows every style of music. He's like, we joke, we call him the bot, like the robot, because whether it's remembering a piece of information from a conference call we had with our managers 3 weeks ago, or remembering a riff that he played three months ago, it's just he instantly recalls it and plays it. He's just a workhorse.
Until then, I say fuck it. Until then, I say fuck it. 2 tears, I say fuck it. No amount of drama gonna keep me from my loving.
My mama taught me